You know how hard I am? The competition is brutal in America. Op. Oh my god, it was so bad. Dude, you should be playing in space DJs.
I don't want to say any bad words, but
Every single second of it I remember. Without her, most of the stuff that I'm doing right now wouldn't happen.
Hello everyone. Today I'm a little bit more sick than yesterday because it's December, winter is coming, and sorry about my voice, but we're doing our best. And we cannot cancel this episode because I have such an amazing artist, DJ, producer, and kind of my friend, not close one, but music friend, Borak.
Yay! I mean, we're close friends. Let's say that. We're close.
Your close music friend.
Yes. I mean, I know you for a while.
I know your family. I know your wife.
Yes.
It
exactly.
means that we're super close.
No, but I think we know each other for 4 years now. For like 3, 4 years.
It's a lot.
3 years?
Yeah.
At least 3 years.
At least, yeah.
When was COVID? 2019?
Do you remember when we first met? Honestly, I'm not.
I think I know it because it was the Botanique time. I think I booked you for Botanique. Right?
You know what I remember?
I think it's 2020. Yeah, of course.
Can I say?
Yes.
No, of course we are like year by year. I hope that I'm growing as a musician, but of course, like back in the days, we can did like not the mistakes, but we had like less experience in the music. And I remember I played the set. You stayed behind me, and you told me that your set is good, but next time try to play more like selective music. And I'm like,
did I say that?
like, yeah, but maybe I play some like obvious disco tracks, something very like
maybe.
not like popular, but something very obvious, that everyone is playing. And you're like,
could be,
but no,
yeah.
but you were very polite. You just like, but it will be better if you play something more like
sophisticated
but it's true.
Yeah,
but
I
it's
sometimes
right.
make claims. Yeah, sorry
No,
about that.
no, it's good. Can you imagine that I still remember this phrase, but in the good way, not like I'm mad at you?
I mean, again, like if somebody told me that, like I would probably get annoyed by it too. So that's why I'm saying sorry. But yeah, like I'm probably it was a constructive thing. I was thinking of your good.
How picky you are in the music when you're preparing your set? Like how often you playing the same stuff?
I mean, just because I'm playing a lot in LA right now, I have to play the same songs. But I have this rule of thumb thing that if I'm preparing for a set, I download at least 10 new songs. For each set, I download at least 10 new songs. Like I like properly downloaded, obviously. Like not just ripping MP3 files or something. I'm paying a lot of attention that they're high quality files, and I try to pick maybe 4 or 5 of them at least, like to be able to play a new song.
Yeah.
And by the way, you reminded me something. You know who gave me the same critic, like maybe you should play some selective thing. You know Chameleon, KMLN?
No.
So they now broke up, but Chameleon, it's Tucker and his ex-girlfriend at that time. They used to be very, very big in the dance music, like the organic style of dance music. And when I first came to LA, I know him from Turkey, Tucker, the guy in the band, in the duo. So I was trying to like put my name out there, and I'm recording DJ sets, and I'm sending to it people. And I sent it to Tucker, and I was playing like "Seems Like Can't Deny," like those stuffs.
But it's a classic.
It is a classic. No, it is a classic. But I sent it to Tucker, and Tucker sent me in the same manner. He said that, "Yeah, man, nice mixing, but like it's a little bit commercial to me. Like I think you should play some selective stuff, like similar thing." But yeah.
Do you like when the people give you like some advices?
If it's someone,
how you react?
If it's someone that I respect and I admire, like I respect everybody. I respect everybody's opinion. But if it's someone that is in the place of like can lead me into a good, because everybody's a critic right
Yeah.
now. Everybody has an idea about what you should do, and this is something that I dealt with for such a long time. Like for instance, like people are gonna come to you and say that, yo, Borak, you should actually do this, do that. You know what, bro? You should play here. You know what, man? Like, dude, you should be playing in space, man. No shit.
I
Yeah,
would
I
love
should.
to.
I would love to, but are you the one who's gonna book me over there, or you just making the claim? So that's why, like, if a person is being a critic, I think they should be at least in a place of they should lead you into a right path, good path. Like there are certain people that I respect their opinions a lot, and I talk and I ask about certain stuff to them. Yeah, I respect their critic, and I love harsh critics. Like if
Me
my friends should be
too.
harsh on
Me too. Sometimes when we live in America right now, and people are here very like polite, American polite. Sometimes they're just like smiling to you and saying, "Oh." Sometimes when the people saying to me like, "You have such a great set," and even if I knew that it wasn't, I'm like, "Don't lie to me. I know the truth." That's why I have a few friends, the Russian friends, they're saying like truth straight to you. Like even it's like how you look like or
Yeah.
how you play it. Just like it was good. And the last time I had like not the bad set, but not the great one as well. And I'm always disappointed. I'm like, oh my god. And she's like, yes, it wasn't great, but it wasn't like bad. It was good. No worries. But she's always straight to me. So I really appreciate like
Uh,
truth.
I think that is
And
really important,
honesty.
like having a person around you that is like brutally honest to your face. Because if you're sugarcoating certain things, like if you're
Yeah.
softening things, I think the message doesn't go directly to a person. And I think it's really important to have friends that tell you that, yo, dude, like this is like shakes you and like brings you back to yourself. But also at the same time, like I think we are always very hard on ourselves.
Oh my god, how hard
Yeah.
are you to yourself?
Like I'm you know how hard I am.
Yes, tell me.
I'm like, and I'm after a gig that if I'm thinking that if I played bad, I shut myself in the studio and I just like, oh shit, like every single second of it I remember. I'm that hard. And like, at the same time my wife is like, yo, calm down, like it's not that bad. And I'm like, I'm this close. Oh my god, it was so bad.
What is it for you, bad set? Like, what happened when you're like, fuck, I fucked up. Like, this fucking bad.
I mean,
For example.
technical mistakes, in my opinion,
It's
is not
okay,
a bad
yeah,
thing.
for sure,
Yeah, like
for sure.
the music stops. Like it can happen. Somebody touches something. It's a
Agree.
bad beat matching, etc. Those are okay to me. I think a bad set is like
When you miss the vibe.
you think something's gonna work really well and you drop it and everybody is like come on, dude, like what are you doing? Like that is a bad set to me.
Yeah, when the people are when you didn't create the vibe or didn't create the
Yeah.
vibe that you wanted to do, or
Yeah.
you created in your head first, like, yeah, I just had a set and stuff like that. But sometimes you came to the place, even if it's not like the club that you know before, if it's like
Yeah.
some new place, some bad sound. Because I mean, we playing the different style of music, and when I'm playing like a tech house or you playing minimal as well, I guess.
Yeah.
But the
I'm
tech
from
house,
from
I
time to
mean,
time.
with the drums and like the structure of sound, it needs like a good sound system.
Yeah.
If it's like a big echo at the, like, I don't know, at the warehouse or whatever, it sounds so gross. So it's very important to have like these kind of things as well.
I think it also has a lot to do. Like, I mean, humans are like humans are going into things with expectations, in my opinion, and I try to work on it a lot. Like, before I go into a set, I try to not think about it that much. Okay, like, if I do this, this is gonna work for sure. Like, I try not to go into those thoughts lately. Like, within the probably last 2-3 years, I'm trying to work on this. But
You mean you don't think what about the crowd will come, or
Yeah.
about what are you thinking about before your set?
like
then?
that's the thing, like expectation, too much expectation equals
yes.
disappointment, in my opinion. Like, if you think that if I go into a set that, okay, like this style gonna work for sure on them, like this is the crowd that gonna like this thing, this music, I should mix this song after this song. If I go in
Too
there with
much.
those projections, like usually like 80% of the time those won't work. Like, the more improvised actions you do, I think the better results you get from the sets. Yeah, like, do your homework. I think, like, select your songs.
What is
Create.
your homework?
I mean,
How it looks like?
I I I tend to prepare myself like on each set. I don't remember any set that I go, any gig that I go that I just like
Download it and
grab
go.
not even download it, like grab my USB and go like, yeah, I got this. No, like I sit down, I do a playlist of songs that I
Yeah.
like throw in everything together, not put them in order, but
Yeah, yeah.
throw everything all together, like thinking that okay, maybe this.
This is at the start. This can be like
Yeah,
the culmination of my set.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I do those things. And again, like I tend to download at least 10 new songs before each. Like I tend to select specifically 10 new songs before each gig.
It's good. I wanna be back to the support topic of our conversation. So I know your wife now. She's such a sweetheart, and she always support you. She always like behind you. And what do you think? What is it to be the wife of the artist? Is it hard for her, like to support you? I mean, even emotionally,
I
when
mean,
you have ups and downs.
up, we have regular marriage ups and downs. Like, not because like, I'm a DJ, I'm having
You
like,
don't
"Hey,
have
you're a
any
DJ."
girls like your fans, like, hey, Bara.
I mean, I'm not that big yet. Like I would say, like, I play. Yeah, I play a lot,
So
but
she's like,
no, not really. Seriously, not really. I'm actually very proud of Nas on that part
no,
because.
she's amazing. I love her so much.
Thank you. Yeah, Nas.
And I just saw her. I think it was her last post with you when
Yeah.
she's sitting on your knees.
Oh,
and
that
it's
was
such
that
a
was
great
from Turkey.
birthday post, I guess. She just
Yeah, I
or
think so.
maybe your marriage, or maybe it was your birthday. I don't know. It was such a sweet post about both of you, and I'm like, oh my god, it's
Yeah.
so she's a big support for you today.
No, she's absolutely a big support for me. I mean, without her, most of the stuff that I'm doing right now wouldn't happen. Like again, when we first met, I was very new in America. I don't have anybody. I don't know anyone. I came here by myself.
From Turkey.
From Turkey directly, and I basically like without her I wouldn't find my way. Like she definitely like shortened the time of
Yeah.
my struggle in America for sure. But on the other hand, the other stuff that you're talking about, like being a DJ wife part, like I personally not like being touched so much anyways. Like in the DJ booth, yeah, I like people around me, behind me, but if there are people coming to me, like putting their arms on me, like, or we actually talked about this with you like a couple
In
weeks ago.
Instagram?
Yeah, they like someone comes to you and talks to you, you trying to mix, like, and I get distracted easily. So I'm already good on that part. I don't like being touched or something. But on the other hand, she handles really well if girls come around us. Like she obviously doesn't interfere and say like okay, step away. I'm the wife, etc. But yeah, she supports me.
How often she coming to your gigs? Because my
Oh.
boyfriend is not coming at all. He's like
like
he just
95%.
like, good luck. He's just going to sleep at 10 p.m. I'm like,
No, 95% of my gigs she's
really,
there.
95?
I want her around me. I want her around my gigs for sure.
Can I borrow her for my gigs?
I mean,
I
be
wanna
careful. Be
someone.
careful what you wish for.
Why?
Like the good things comes in also with their own dues. Yeah.
No, it's cool. So you said you came from Turkey. So you've been a musician in Turkey as well, or
I was a DJ. I
in
was,
Turkey?
and before all the DJing started, I've been playing electric guitar for like many years, probably since the age of 13. Wow, it's been 20 years.
It's a
I've been
lot.
playing guitar for 20 years. Yeah. Wow.
So you've been a DJ in Turkey.
I was a DJ in Turkey as
What
well.
is it to be DJ in Turkey? What the music is there?
I think Turkish dance music industry is like they are killing the game right now. There are so many good festivals, and there was always good parties in Turkey. There are clubs that are closed right now that we used to go, like places like Indigo, Suma, in Turkey, 1888, 1888. Like I'm talking about these in Turkish culture. You go to these like small clubs, maybe like
Like
double
this.
double the size of this
Yeah.
apartment,
Yeah.
or triple the size of this apartment. There are clubs in Turkey, and you go in there, Dixon is playing. You go in there,
Wow.
Acid Poly is playing. You go in there, Ame is playing. Like, and it's Solomon is playing. Like, and it's a 300 people club, and Solomon is mixing in there. Like, this is obviously back then, 2013, 2015, but there are still like very big DJs, very important artists all around the
So it's
world.
a good music scene there.
150% playing in small clubs. Like, very, very nice industry, very nice, good, safe space, I would say.
And what pushed you to move from Turkey to here?
I mean, if I have to be fully honest.
Yes, please, Borak.
Yeah,
be
sure.
fully
I got
honest. Yes.
I mean, I don't know if this is a topic that you want to talk about on the show, but
we can edit it.
yeah, sure. In Turkey, I came here 2017, and I was a radio host back then on the national radio. I love radio culture. I love.
You have amazing voice in your radio podcast. It's just like hello.
Hello everyone, this is Borak. Yeah, thank you. But yeah, I was on the radio, national radio. I had a daily show. It's a pop radio, but
Yeah.
we were playing foreign music, American music. But the show was being listened by 5 million people every single day.
5 million people.
5 million people. It's crazy.
You're a star.
Nah, but yeah, like it's the radio. Radio is the
No,
star.
but
Radio is the star.
No, I always thinking about radio as well, but I came from TV, but radio is always was like something like a magical place. I don't know how to explain, and it's good that you had this
It's the most
experience.
schizophrenic job in the world. Like, imagine you're in the studio, you're alone.
You live and you improvise.
You're live, you improvise, you are alone, but you act like you have that 5 million people in front of you.
You're
like
a kid, you know, you're like just like hello everyone. Today we just it's cool, no,
it's a fun job, for sure.
And why you moved?
I am. So I was on the radio, everything was going good, and then Turkey got into this series of terrorist attacks started happening in Turkey, like ISIS bombings. A bunch, like, it's not one terrorist or one terrorist group. It was a couple different terrorist groups was attacking Turkey, and when that happens, like, you know, the media companies.
What year it was?
2016, 2014 to 2016. And when that happens, media companies usually slows down their broadcast. Yeah. Sometimes we were not even on the radio. We were not even making any broadcast because there's no point. Like, you know, people are dying, and I wasn't able to do my job. And I was young at that time. Like, I was 22, 23 years old.
Young boy.
Yeah. And I was thinking, like, okay, like, this is not gonna happen. It's like I'm gonna get stuck in here, and I'm not gonna progress in my career.
Yeah.
So I was trying to find a way, and I thought, okay, maybe if I want to expand all around the world, I should move to America, because in our minds, on the other side of the world, if you come to America, that's basically the answer. If you do anything in here,
Yeah.
it's gonna be like that. But like, it's not true. I think.
Why?
I mean, it looks like that. Like, coming a different country is the answer, because you think in your mind that if you do something in here, everybody's gonna hear it on the other side of the world. But especially in LA, this is I think I read this online, or somebody told me this. LA is such a place that everybody all around the world that thinks that they're too good for their own country, that comes in, and now they are competing each other. So everyone who comes to America in LA are actually the best of their own countries, like most of
Or
them.
maybe they think like that.
Yeah, they think like that. They
But
think that
it's
they're
not
too good for
actually.
their own country. But they have that attitude. They have that fighter attitude.
The attitude is yes, I agree with
Like,
that.
like competition is brutal in America.
Do you think that there exists competition in the music industry?
Very
between-
unnecessary competition, in my opinion. Like, there shouldn't be,
It's
especially
more attitude competition, not like
like
by itself.
especially like dance music, in my opinion, no one is better than the other. Like, DJing, yes, DJing, somebody's a better DJ than the other DJ,
Yeah.
because it's about technique. But music, you are not a better artist than the other artist, because music is very subjective. What I think is beautiful for me. Like, this music style is good. So I definitely disagree with the people goes around and says, like, you know, yeah, man, this he plays bad music. Like, bro, who are you to decide on that? Like, are you the international music authority or something? Like the president of the musical taste? Like, it's stupid in my
No,
opinion. That kind of competition.
no, I agree with you that, but LA is full of the like very
DJs.
DJs as well. Yes, sometimes I like I follow like so many DJs and artists and producers
Yeah.
as like even who lives in LA, and sometimes it's like a black hole of the artist, and I'm like, and I losing myself at this black hole, like what?
Yeah.
Like it's
There's
it's,
DJs
it's-
everywhere.
yes.
DJs.
And
It's like-
that's
it's like-
why and that's why I started my podcast.
There you go. Yeah, the
That's
radio
like-
is the thing.
Tell me about your radio. So you have your
A
own
Yukio.
radio.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. It's a podcast. It's basically a passion thing, in my opinion, because Oppa.
Oppa.
Yeah.
It's a magic, Max.
Yeah. Just because I love radio so much, I.
So you cannot leave it like in Turkey. You decided to bring it here and
Yeah.
start your own. And we have a possibility to do that. You know, you don't have to have your own like radio station. I mean, physically, like office
Yeah.
or something. Right now, we have YouTube, we have like Spotify, Apple, so we can just do record
Ye-
and do whatever we want.
Yeah, I mean, I record my radio show is like, it's a 1 hour DJ set, but I love to keep that radio attitude on top of it. So every 2 songs, every 3 songs, I jump in and I say like, hey guys, this is Borak. You're listening to Yukio Podcast. Next song is this guy is from here. This guy's previous album was there, and this song is on this album. Enjoy, like stuff like that. And
Yeah.
and it feeds my soul so much. Like, I just still think myself in that radio studio back in Turkey, because again, I love that job
Yeah.
so much. That was such a big freedom for me to be in that studio, so that I'm doing this right now to still like be in that mindset.
I think we have like similar things between us, because as I said that I was a TV producer back in the days. I was dreaming to be a producer. I was studying in the university 5 years. I working into different TV channels. I did the reality show, the political show. Like we did so many things. And when I moved to America, I decided that I have to do something else, because I don't have English. I don't have
Yeah.
American education. So that's why I started doing music, because music, like it's like universal language. And but I love what we are doing right now here, like to have my team to put cameras, do editing. It's like kind of one more kid for me, like to do that, and I feel you with that.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about this, by the way. I think as a generation, like we're not too, like age-wise, we are not too far from each other. I think generation, we are so different than the previous generation that one thing is not enough for us, for our brains. That's something that I genuinely think about. Like if we focus on something,
Just one, like
just
just
one
DJing,
thing,
for
I
example,
wish we were able to do that, but it's not enough, because like, think about it, 1983, let's say in New York, like, there is no cell phones, there is no iPhone, there is no Instagram, there is no content creation. So now you take a picture of yourself, you want to post about it. The more you post, the better you get on it, and the more ideas roaming in your mind. Now you want to start a podcast. Now you want a video yourself. I think our generation is capable of like, multiple tasks
Yeah.
perfectly at the same time. And if we try to focus on one thing, it's just we feel like we are behind of the time. Like we cannot cope up with it. That's why everybody does like, too many things at the same time, which
I know,
is
I
a
know.
good thing in my opinion.
Because you can show like a different side of like yourself kind
Yeah.
of also, and express yourself, not just like in the music, for example, but also do a radio show or whatever.
Yeah, like TV, video, and also it's nice to do certain, like a couple different things, like, you sort of practice on it. Like for
Yeah.
instance, like, this is not only just like, you sit down and talk on a microphone. In my
Oh,
opinion,
but
you,
what
like,
is it?
I think
Also.
it's like, it's also working on your communication skills. I think it's also working on like video editing, sound editing, because every part of this is like you and your team's creation, and you learn something off of it, in my opinion.
Yes, the last thing for me, the most important thing, like the one of the idea to create this podcast is just like to listen the story and just like learn the experience from the people who has. You have much more experience than me, so you're just like a big brother for me. I'm just like listening to you. Yeah. Tell me about your podcast. How you choose the tracks and the artists that you want to put in your podcast? Like it's your friends or someone gonna pay you? Like, hey, Borak, please, can you put my music in your podcast? How does it work?
No, like I do this like 150% as a passion thing.
Yeah.
So it has to be my selection. And on the podcast side, like again, I still keep it on the radio mindset, and radio mindset says you cannot have a gradual set. Like you cannot start from slow and go all the way to the top. Like my DJing style is actually like that too. I DJ like a radio DJ. I start slow and then I jump to one like moving one and then go down again, and then some medium stuff, and then another big one. Like I try to create that radio feeling, because if you listen,
you're sad.
Yeah, I do it that way, to be honest, because I think, in my opinion, if you always go like a and the other song is it's boring. Like some ups and downs. So it's important.
And you just choose tracks by yourself, put in your podcast. Did you reach out to the artists that you put on your podcast? Like, hey, dude, I just put your track, la la la, or
I should do that. I should do that.
To.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't do that. I tag them. I tag them on Instagram.
But you're doing that.
Yeah,
it's
I tag them.
So important. Yeah. I mean, even if it's like the small artist, if someone mention you or your product, like your tracks, it's so important to know that.
I mean, certain artists also, like, they don't care about those stuff at all. Like, so many times I tag so many people that I don't get any reaction off of them. It is also a little bit disappointing for me as the podcast producer as well on that side. But sometimes also I build up so many nice connections with other DJs all around the world. That definitely helps. But yeah, I think I agree with you. I think I need to put more focus on like collaborative skills, and that's actually something that I'm planning for 2024, by the way. Like again, between the gigs, sometimes I lose my motivation and I cannot be consistent on the podcast side. But for 2024, I'm gonna receive
have a schedule.
Yeah, not only that, but also like I'm gonna add on other DJs to record 1-hour sets and post it together. Maybe
I'm ready.
There you go. Leisan.
About the connections, so when I recorded my YouTube sets for my YouTube channel, but at some point I become, I don't know, boring for myself.
It turns into a job,
I'm just like I don't know, I became boring. But when I did it, I posted like small videos to my Instagram. I mentioned like artists, and that was the cool way to have a connections, to make a connections with the artists. I swear, like so many cool artists that I post, they live like, I don't know, in Europe or somewhere. I never met them before, but we start like chatting, and right now we never met each other in real life, but we still have a connection and keep in touch and like, hey, la la la. So it's a good point.
But you're actually one of the most hardworking in LA, in my opinion. You release music.
Where is the result?
I know. No, trust me, Leisan. Like it's like, I mean, where's the results? Come on, guys, for me too. Yeah, like, bro, you gotta play in space, man. Like, bro, you gotta play in space.
Oh, I wanna play. Do you wanna play in space?
I would love to. Yeah.
Me too. I just been in Miami.
It's a good club.
It's a good sound.
I mean,
it's a good club.
I don't know about the sound part, but the energy in there.
I can explain. So we have Sunday sessions.
Yeah.
We have Sunday sessions, and I'm trying to to get the success of some like cool parties or clubs. And I know the success of Sunday sessions because it's not just place where people come to dance and listen to the music. It's a community. When people come there, that's why people back every fucking week.
Uh,
Every fucking
Dude,
Sunday.
I don't know how you guys did that. I don't know how you guys did
I-
that because I remember the first one and it's all vinyl, right? Like it's
all vinyl, yeah.
yeah, like every single weekend, like I'm seeing videos from our tour from you. Like, and it's packed. It's actually one of the best parties right now in LA, to be honest.
I'm telling you the secret, and that's what I found, like the same kind of thing in Miami too, in space, in club space. So first of all, the Sunday sessions created by itself. It's not like the how right to say. So Arthur, he just like start doing like party of the friends. It's not
Yeah.
like, hey, right now I'm selling tickets, everyone is
Oh, like, I'm
come,
gonna
I'm
make
paying
money,
DJ. It's just
yeah.
like by itself. Hey, do you wanna play? Hey guys, do you wanna come? Everything is for free.
Yeah.
Just like, and everyone is inviting just the friends that you think that they like this thing. It's not like invite people for people. It's just like
Yeah.
invite people that feel this exactly this vibe. And it's created like naturally. And the second thing, that people come not just listen the music, but music is always like a high level at Sunday session, but
Yeah.
always because you surrounded but like the people at the same vibe, and you're talking to each other, you're communicating, you see like how people have their outfits, like the different outfits today, they're talking what's happened for the whole week, you know, just like a community. And when I came to the space and I see, yes, it's a good sound, it's a cool plants, it's a cool like zones in the whole club, but at the same time people talking to each other. And I see
yeah.
if you live in Miami, you can come to the space and you see some friends, and not like the club you're dancing in the dark, you know, like drunk, whatever, but it's more like spending time. And I feel this vibe, like I don't know, I just had this feeling the last time.
I mean, space is not closing too. Like the place
It's
is
a huge-
open for 3 days. Like, it's not
It's
closing at
insane.
all. Like,
It's like after Los Angeles
Yeah.
when everything is closed
to
at
2
2.
a.m.
I remember we went out from the space with Jacob at 8 a.m. and there was a huge line to get in. The
Yeah.
huge line, like people are not sleeping.
And the
in
people are
Miami.
looking like good. Like, they've been out for 3 days. Like, I've seen people who are throwing like benders of 2 days, and in front of space they're like, yo, what's up, bro? How's everything going? Like, he's looking good.
And you know why?
And if after 2
also-
days I get very moody, like I get like, just don't talk to me, bro. Come on, I need to go and sleep.
Because we also talked to John Monarchy, the DJ, and he's like, hey, I'm just going party. He partying till 2. Hey, I'm going to sleep for 4 hours at home. He went to sleep. I have to walk with my dogs, sleep 4 hours, see you at 8 a.m. He back at 8 a.m. and just like they.
And he plays at 8 a.m. at 10 a.m.
Oh,
too.
yeah. The last time he plays at 8
Yeah.
yeah, but but it was crazy.
John is crazy. Yeah, John.
Yeah, I hope
You should have
it's
seen him in
happy.
LA, by the way. You should have seen him in LA. Like, in LA, he was playing like really, really good music too. He was one of the
No, he's
One of the
but
top
he's
guys.
such a great person. I think own him, like I want to make a present for him to Christmas, because like
I haven't seen him for such a long time.
I hope he said that he will come in January. I hope to see him as my guest, like in my podcast, because he's such a wonderful person for me first, and also a DJ, because I met him as a DJ at the 3 Points Festival in Miami. Have you
Yeah.
ever been there?
No, I haven't been to the
Very
festival, but
good.
I know the Luca and the
Yeah.
the other
So
guys.
3 Point is a very good festival. I mean,
Yeah.
after
It's
some
a big one.
after some LA festivals,
Whoa.
no, but Miami Festival, I was really like positively surprised,
Okay.
because like the crowd is. I walked the 3 days at the festival and I had the feeling that I can start talking to each person at the festival, and I can find the topic to have a conversation with them.
But talking on the dance floor, don't you think it's a little bit like
No, I'm not
No.
like I'm gonna talking physically, but I think that, I mean, when I'm going to I'm not gonna tell about the festival, for example. I don't wanna say any bad words, but but I don't know, just like I don't wanna say bad words
Say it,
about
I
the
mean,
people.
you can edit
I
it.
just really.
It's your show. I don't know. The festival,
Okay.
just make up a name. I'm gonna
Okay.
read like the Supreme
I
Festival.
will-
I'm reading it from there.
I will cut it. So
Opa.
I. Okay.
Now you gave the name. Yeah.
So I went there, and there were okay. I have to understand that all the festivals is like some crowd like, and I can understand that. But it's like a 20, 25 years old people who are like on drugs and drunk, and their mind was absolutely like empty. I don't know, just so like emptiness in their eyes. But when I
Yeah.
went to the Three Points Festival, I still see the young crowd there. There were like there weren't the old people. It's not like just young people,
Okay, I
but
understand
still
what you mean.
they look good. I see that some matureness in their eyes, you know, and
Yeah.
it's I would love to be surrounded even in the festival by the good looking people and smart people, as I felt that.
I mean, I think it has a lot to do with city dynamics, by the way. We were actually just talking about it before you started
Yeah.
camera. Like, I think the main problem that we are having on the West Coast of dance music
Yeah.
in America, in the West Side. Like, and this is same in San Francisco too. Don't get me wrong. Like, this is same in San Diego as well. Like,
You mean
it's
LA?
like it's
The
like
same
LA,
as in-
LA. It's like LA in my opinion. San Francisco, in my opinion, they are a little bit more. They're a little bit more partier because the prices are lower in the nightlife over there. LA is a little bit more expensive city. There's a cultural, like there's a lack of culture in LA right now after COVID, in my opinion. People started doing certain parties, and we were talking about this with you too.
Mhm.
Like I sort of blame ourselves as the DJs. I blame the promoters on it too. But we are DJs. We don't have any other job. Like we don't have any other
Yeah.
job. Like I have to say yes to certain parties. I have to do certain gigs for money. It's not selling my soul. I go out there, I play the best music that I can play, but the party's concept might be a little bit different than the actual club set or the club concept. And this sort of creates a certain normalization, in my opinion. And I think this needs to be talked about within the promoters, and this is something that needs to be realized, and with a common collaborative power,
Yeah.
like things can get better in LA dance music wise. Like there are better parties can be thrown, there are better bookings can be made, the prices can go lower altogether, so that like everybody still can make money in an equal amount. Like not one or two promoter is making crazy money and while the other ones are suffering in the corners.
Yeah.
Like I think that kind of normalization creates a certain way of partying, and people after they learn that, they think that this is the only way to party. But no, like the parties back then in LA, I'm talking about pre-COVID,
Yeah.
it was like crazy good, like atmospheric parties. Even the warehouse ones. Like
Yeah.
there was a place called 2050 Imperial. I'm pretty sure some people knows that place. It was like a circus. I'm talking about 4,000 people in the same warehouse, 20 hours of party almost, or 12, 14 hours of party almost. Let me not exaggerate on it. It was the happiest days of my life in LA. Like, the parties were so good and so safe. Like, you don't see anyone in the goal of meeting with hot girls, or you don't see any hot girls trying to meet with some guys. You don't see anybody showing off with their $25,000 table
It's a
on the
late
dance
thing.
floor.
It's a late thing.
Yeah, it's a West Coast thing, in my opinion, because it's a collective lack of culture in here after COVID, and obviously the expenses. Like things are crazy expensive in here, and there's not enough money to cover certain expenses like they have in Miami, in my opinion. Yeah, these are the things that needs to be worked on.
Do you
Work on it.
think? Do you think it's possible to like change the thing? Because
Of
like I mean,
course.
to rise, right, to rise the quality of the parties.
Of course, I think there are still so many high quality parties in
Yeah,
LA.
of course, of course.
Like Ray started doing his own party. The Temple parties
Yeah.
came back right now, and he's doing his best to make it with the lowest amount of tickets with the highest amount of pleasure that he can give. Like Sound, for instance, Sound nightclub, when it was first opened, I used to work for Kobe and Framework. Their
Yeah.
goal was to give dance music equally to everyone. That was his slogan. That was Kobe's slogan. Like, dance music for everybody for affordable prices.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, before COVID. Like, in my opinion, if people stops competing for a second, like again, I understand it. LA is an expensive city. Everybody made uh so many promises. Like, they owe probably everybody already owe so much money around.
Empty promises.
Yeah. And they are trying to fix their business, etc. I understand it, I get it. But if people stops competing for a second and comes together and decides to do something to bring things down, like, or say no to certain things, stop thinking about daily pleasures, give equal chances to DJs, this can turn into something very nice, because I know every single DJ, every professional DJ in LA. I know them. They are my friends, and extremely talented guys, and they have to play their good shows outside of LA.
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
in LA, their shows are not good because of this, like, stupid idea of, like, high competition.
Thank you for saying that, because I don't know, like, I'm not playing music for a long time. Like, I started 4 years ago, but technically, like, I'm playing, like, in the professional way just maybe a couple of years, but I still don't have a community here for myself as a music. We have, like, Sunday sessions, but as an artist, is not my community. I still trying to find, like, my place here with the music that I like to play, and I cannot do that. I'm always, like, flexible. I'm like, if someone invite me, I'm saying yes and trying to play something in between what I like and what the people like at this place. But when I went to Miami, I came in 3 days. I felt myself that I'm on the right place. I'm surrounded by the right people. They love what I'm playing. I didn't pretend that, like, play the different music that they like, or I just did whatever I want. And they are so nice. They're not, like, showing up, like, like, or I don't want to say, like, LA vibe, because LA is different and people are different in LA, but you understand, like,
I mean,
they're pretty, like, straight, honest. It was my experience. That's why I'm so often thinking about the moving to Miami. I know that it's different, but I feel myself much closer to the people than to LA people.
I mean, your style of music has a bigger market in Miami. That's for sure, by the way. Like, and again, like, nobody get me wrong. I love the LA people, LA crowd. Like, this is my home, by the way. And I never felt like, maybe just because I play a little bit, like, I get given a bit more chances than you get in LA. Like, I might feel a little bit more freedom in
your
here.
Your style is more matching.
Yeah, like, again, like, I play Afro. I play, like, a lot of organic stuff. I like to keep it eclectic. And Miami has this, like, edge of partying. I get that, but also it's very understandable that Miami has it and LA doesn't have it, because, like, imagine LA, like, we have this 2 a.m. ban in the clubs, so like, the clubs has only 4 hours to make money.
It's
like
crazy.
Can you imagine?
4
You
hours.
have only 4 hours of make money. Let's say you have Solomon. Even you have Solomon, okay? Like, even you have the king in a club, you only have 4 hours of window to make money. In a club gets filled with 2,000 people. Even those 2,000 people tries to go and grab a beer or grab a drink from the bar, like 2 times, you're still not gonna make enough amount of money. Like, this is crazy. I don't understand this. And at the same time, in Miami, you go to Space Friday night, you come out on Monday morning. Like, you spend, like, $2,000-$3,000. Yeah. It's crazy. You go to New York, you go to Brooklyn Mirage, you go party your ass off.
There. I wanna go.
Yeah, you go to New York, you, like, trust me, I'm gonna find you. Like, if you hop on plane right now, what is today? Today's Thursday. If you hop on the plane, we go there, I'm gonna find you 5-6 really hardcore parties, like, crazy good stuff in New York, like, happening right now. Like, it's about the city regulations and the expenses. Yeah, people are trying their best in here, but there are so much things going against them. This is not only for the promoters, by the way, for the DJs too. Like,
we have to be a team. Like,
exactly. I think I think that's
We
the
have
only
to
way to
make
do
the
it.
DJ how right community.
Like the
like, yeah.
the what
You
do you call it?
understand?
The DJ.
How right cooperation? No.
No. I understand what you mean. No, but like we
You
both
understand what I
suck in
mean.
English
Yeah.
right now. Like we cannot. I don't know the word. I want to say charity, but not. What is it?
Как это объединение, когда...
No. Oh my
Когда
god.
они следят, они специально как это, like cinematography.
Yeah, like the guild, yeah, sort of. Like they were protesting right now.
Да,
The
протестовали,
DJ.
вот это объединение, там, гильдия, guild.
Guilty. No, it's
Whatever,
not that.
yeah. Do you think that the LA has the music like New York has a music history, you know, like the
it started
Chicago, Detroit, but what about the LA? Does LA has something?
That's again
What is it?
cultural, like lack of cultural education. It's another, like it's the biggest problem in LA. Everybody thinks that Union, yes, Union. I was thinking there is a station of it in LA, like Union Station, bro. Yeah, Union. The lack of cultural education in LA. Like this is a very serious talk. This is getting very serious.
Hopefully they will not cancel us. I'm moving
No.
to Miami.
No. Like I'm pretty sure like nobody gonna cancel
No,
us on
what
this,
is it?
but
What is it? The like the music
there
roots
is-
of LA.
if you go to YouTube right now, we are already on YouTube. After this, like
It's
you
more
switch on
hip-hop,
to
R&B, not I
no,
guess.
it's not actually.
What is it?
1990s, late 90s, you know, the Doc Martin
Yes.
and like Marcus Wyatt, like, you know,
Yes.
early 2000s, like, you know, their generation.
Marcus White, I love him so much.
Insanely good DJ. I think he's obviously much older than us, but again,
Yes.
like, you know, I think his generation seen the best of LA because like Insomniac, Pasquale Rotella, like 20, 30 years ago. Now what 30? 35 years ago, Pasquale Rotella was throwing like, you know, alley parties, like, you know, in alleys, like warehouse parties, all illegal stuff. Disco Donnie, there is this guy called Disco Donnie. He was throwing these parties that you go to a certain train station, there's a guy waiting for you over there. He gives you another address. You go there and you get the third address, then you reach to the party. Like stuff like that. This is 30 years ago.
Wow.
Doc Martin, like he was throwing all these like, you know, beautiful and eccentric parties. If after watching this, go onto YouTube. I think it was Resident Advisor scenes documentary series and watch the LA one.
Yeah.
You will see so many like good historic videos and get like, you know, learn about the LA culture. Like this didn't start in 2010, man. Like, you know, this didn't start in 2005 or something. Like it was already happening in LA. This, and everybody thinks that this dance music culture is new, but it's not. Like LA has it. It's in the
I think
DNAs
it's so
of it.
mixed right now with everything. I mean, LA music.
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
like
that's the beauty of it, though. Like it has
Yes.
to be. It's a big soup of people
big
and
soup of
culture.
people.
Yeah.
You also told me that like the DJing is your only one job, right?
Yeah. Right now.
So
Yeah.
you're just like making money just for
yeah.
DJing,
it's-
not like
it's hard.
bartendering with
No.
a hat, just
promoting or
hiding.
something. No. It's hard.
So you have a family.
do.
You're a man. So I'm a girl. I sometimes can say like, hey, help me. But you're a man. You have to be financially like stable in the
Yeah.
family. Sometimes you saying yes to some gigs just for money.
Yeah. Not
How often?
not for money. I don't say yes only for money. It has to still make sense.
But it's
to
like
me.
like a balance, you know. Like
Yeah.
yes, it's not like the perfect gig, but it's also not the bad money. So
Yeah. I
because
mean,
I'm doing the same thing.
yeah. No. Like, it has to be a balanced thing, but it still has to make sense to me. I don't say yes to like every single thing.
Of course, yeah.
But like, think
to be
about it. I really would prefer. When I first came to America, like I was doing Uber, like before,
Of course.
like everybody
Everyone
done,
did
and I'm
something like-
very proud of it. I did Instacart, which is like, you know, food delivery,
Yeah.
etc. too. And I always give the same example. Like, you know, I'm putting things on the weight. I say, play a bad gig for X amount of money, or go do Uber again
For sure.
while you are playing music. like, you know, you tour around the world, you get gigs in Turkey, you tour in Turkey, and do Uber just because you want to say no to this. Like, no,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do this. I really don't want to go back to those days. I'm gonna play the gig. But again, it has to. It still has to make sense.
Yeah.
Back a couple years ago, I was saying yes to everything because I didn't have any name in LA.
Yeah.
Now I have a certain amount of exposure.
Yeah.
It gives me the opportunity to be able to say no to certain things. But back then, like, yeah, I have to accept it. Like, and I was jumping on everything because I need to make myself a name in the city. That's the tough part of
What
it.
was the biggest rate? I mean, not in LA, but in general.
Like
in
money?
Turkey. Yeah.
I'm not gonna say that.
No, the biggest one.
Yeah,
Not
I'm
like
not gonna
the
say that. I'm not gonna say
the
that.
lowest.
Yeah, the lowest one I can say it. I play for
sometimes
free. I
can-
play
yeah,
for free.
sometimes I can play for free too, but
Yeah.
yeah, I can play for free when I like the gig.
I'm not gonna say the highest amount.
I can say my highest amount.
No, I wouldn't say that.
I can.
No, you
say
shouldn't
if you
say it
wanna.
too. I'm telling you, you shouldn't say it.
We can lie and everyone.
Yeah, yeah. $25,000 for
Yes,
2-hour LA mansion
50K.
party. I get $25,000.
Me too. Me too.
By the
No
way,
more.
you know what? Like, you know, there are certain people doing that. Like, this
What?
is very wrong in my opinion. Like, I know certain people doing this,
They're
like
taking
lying
25
about their
per gig?
fees. No, lying about their fees. Like, you know, they say an X amount of money, and then after you learn that they didn't get that amount. And I think nobody. By the way, this question shouldn't be asked to any DJ. Like, you know, even if it's your best friend, in my opinion, you shouldn't go to him and ask him, like, you know, yo, how much money you made off of this gig, etc. Like, the money should be private. But also, there are certain people showing off with, like, you know, lying to their friends and saying, like, yeah, man, I made this X amount of money. They offered me this. I turned this down. I turned this that, or I said yes to X money, and then you learn later on that they're lying.
No, in LA,
It's like, it doesn't make any sense to me. It's stupid.
No,
Why would you do that?
I've never even heard about this, that people are
No.
lying their like rates, but kind of like the clubs or bars, they have kind of the same rate in LA.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
From I guess I don't know 300 till maybe like 700 if you take like I'm
I
not
think
gonna say, like,
I think it's a little higher than that right now because
you see, you're getting more money than me.
no, not me. I'm not talking about me.
No, of course.
The
of course, but,
opening fees, etc.
yeah,
It
yeah,
went
yeah.
up a little bit higher compared to a couple years ago, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, again, things got expensive in LA.
Yeah.
And I think it resonated through the opening fees as well. Like, you know, now people are
So
getting.
you're not making money from your radio show?
No,
like nothing.
no. I don't even know how to monetize it. If
If
you know how to do it, teach me.
So so let's do.
But
the
I'm
promo
not.
right
I'm not
now.
on. I'm not on YouTube. I'm only on SoundCloud and Spotify and Apple Music.
No, but Spotify and Apple Music is a good too. But it's a promo. You just like find some brands and start promoting them.
Sure.
So me and Borak, we open to the brands promotion.
Brand deals.
Yes, if you have some good drinks, water. So
I'm gonna do
please,
it like
$500 per our advertisement.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but we have to eat something because, like, really, like, if
we
you
have to
think
eat. We have to eat
no,
something.
really, I saw the reel when the guy just making like a look that he's wrapping the gift, but it's nothing on the table. He just like pretending it, and the sign is like DJ wrapping gifts for his friend because he's poor.
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
I'm
exactly.
like that's why it's.
There was
I'm
was
always
this-
hustling on the side. I'm like,
Yeah.
they're just like, hey, Leisan, we have like some extra cash. Do you want to help me at some like shooting or whatever? I'm just like, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
ready. Like extra, like I don't know, a couple $100. Let's do
No,
that.
by the way, I would do like.
Because to live just for DJing, like
Yeah.
I don't have so many like good.
No,
gigs.
you're actually pretty lucky if you're able to do that. Like, you know, back then, like, you know, I didn't had that opportunity of, like, you know, nobody was offering me that extra, like, you know, hustling. Like, you know, yo, Borak, we have this, like, you know, production assistant
Yeah,
job. You
yeah,
want to get
yeah.
it? I didn't have that chance too. But yeah, what you're saying is, like, back then there was this Instagram video a couple of years ago. You know, there are some promoters offers you, like, in the beginning of your career, they say, yeah, man, like, come
It's
play for free, and like, yeah, but why am I gonna play for free? What am I getting in exchange? Exposure. Like, you're gonna get exposure. And there was this video, the DJs goes into club, they play for free, they get paid with exposure, like, their name goes out, and
yeah.
then he goes to home to eat dinner, and he eats exposure like, on the plate, like this
Or
plate.
drink tickets.
Yeah, drink tickets, yeah. Bring in 10 people. Bring in 10 people. You get the opening slot. What time is the opening slot? 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Fuck off. Yeah. Seriously.
Um, how? What is your not like opinion, like attention? What do you think about the DJ girls right now?
There is this girl called Leisan, and she's really good, bro.
It's not about me. It's in general. In general.
No. Like, I think the question you meant to ask is, what do you think about the models
Because
becoming
I've
DJs or
heard
something?
so many stories about the DJ girls that they like, hey, I just like playing, and after my playing, some guy came to me with a comment, oh, you're actually playing not bad. So
you?
some not to me, like to some of my friends, but no, I've got so many comments in my like
Dude,
YouTube
you're
reels
a
or
sick
something.
DJ, dude.
They're just like, hey, it's so easy to be a DJ when you have boobs, so and
Huh?
you're looking good. I swear, like some like this
Like,
intention.
it's a comment on
No,
your Instagram.
not like exactly, but like it's easy to be a DJ when you are a girl, like a hot girl or something like that. So, but I'm not taking it serious, but I'm just interesting. What is your opinion? Of course, like all the DJs are different. Can be a bad and good DJ as a guys as well, but
You know who would make this comment only?
you.
No, no. Why me? Like, why? I'm gonna say the exact opposite. Why would I say such a thing? You know who would say that? A
Who?
DJ, a male DJ who doesn't get bookings. That would be that's a straight out of that's a word of jealousy.
You know why?
I
Because he
understand.
doesn't
I
have
understand
boobs.
that, huh?
He doesn't have boobs. That's
Yeah,
why.
exactly. Yeah. Like, he looks in the mirror and like, oh fuck, I don't have books.
That's why.
Boobs. No, it's like it's a comment of jealousy in my opinion, but at the same time, I understand that that frustration from certain people too, because certain DJs, certain female DJs. By the way, there is no woman or man side
Yeah.
of it. There are men's getting like given chances just because of their social media status too, and in my opinion, if a guy with like 65 fake thousand followers
yeah.
and a hot model girl DJing, there is no difference in my mind
Yeah.
on that. Like, in my opinion, if someone has a club, let's say you have a club, if you're gonna do a booking, in my opinion, you should think about this. If first, is that person is a good musical quality talent? If that guy or girl is an artist, that's number one. Number two, let's check his social media stats. Let's check his credibility. Let's check his selling points, if we can profit off of this guy. I think these are the two things that
Main
should be
points.
looked at. But in our society, there are some models, there are girls with certain amount of followers. We don't know what's the percentage of them are real or not.
Yeah.
And there are some guys with fake followers or real followers, and they are getting booked. In my opinion, these two people are same. Like, there is no man or woman side of this. But on the other side, there are so many talented female DJs that are hustling. They're working their ass off, and only 1 or 2% of them get succeeded, in my opinion. Like, I can, like, right out of my mind, I'm gonna give 3 examples: Erica, Leisan, Eda.
What about Elif?
Elif is one of the hardest working people
I
that I've
opened
ever.
her last year for myself, and I'm just like, she's a warrior.
She is no, besides like musically or like attitude
No, I mean,
wise.
I don't know, just like a person, maybe
Yeah.
musically too, but as a person, she
So I know Elif from Turkey. She used to be a travel blogger.
she's from Turkey too.
Yeah, she's Turkish.
Wow.
She used to be a travel, and like I don't know if travel is the right word to do it. Like, Elif, don't kill me for this, but she used to be a blogger, and a very, very successful blogger. Like, the girl we're talking about is one of the most hardworking DJs in the industry that I've ever met. Like, she has her own label right now. She released in every possible important label that she wanted to release. She has insanely good networking skills. She has insanely good taste of music. She's technically amazing. She deserves it. Anybody says anything against Elif's success, like, they should be sitting in front of a mirror and looking at themselves. Like, seriously.
No, I saw her sat at the Lighting is a Bottle, the boogie stage, and she's really good.
She's really good.
Yeah,
She's really good.
I like it.
Again, musical stuff. Like, I know Elif since she was playing different style too, by the way. Musical stuff is subjective. Nobody has any right to say anything to, like, who can say? Only the audience. Audience can say that. If you're a DJ, if you're from the industry, you don't have any right to say to anyone and go and say they play bad music. No. If they're given the chances, yeah, you can look into that. You can be a critique about it. But you cannot say anything for their music because that is subjective. In their mind, they think that that's the best thing that they're playing.
When I'm saying my opinion about someone's music, I'm just saying that I don't like this genre.
Bravo.
But
Yeah, exactly.
Like
That should be the thing.
No, it's so stupid to say that it's stupid. I agree 100%.
Again, like, if you're not international president of musical authorities, if you're not the head of the union of music, if you're not Ludwig van Beethoven, if you're not Mozart, you cannot say that.
Why I also ask this question? Because sometimes I'm a girl. Sometimes I have a gig like at 4 a.m. in the middle of downtown, and I'm like in this short skirt, like walking somewhere, and I'm thinking, if I was a guy, I would just like can't fight. But right now, I'm just like have a pepper spray, like a teaser, whatever, like because I'm a girl. But I know also you had some strange and scary situation at your gig in Cabo, and you just told me like one sentences about it, but I want to listen like a short story about it. What's happened, like?
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
how
it was
when
pretty
it was?
unpleasant.
Tell me.
So it was crazy.
Very interesting story. Listen, everyone. I swear.
Listen, kids.
Tell.
So I was playing at this really nice place. I mean, I'm not gonna give the name of the club over there, but it's
okay.
I'm playing in Cabo.
We're not giving any names today.
Yeah, it's a really nice. I shouldn't. No, it's a really nice beach club. And I'm playing there for the first time in my life. I heard so many.
In the last.
Yeah, I haven't played there yet. I want to play. Come on, guys, book me again. I want to come back. I mean, you guys are doing good over there. You know who you are. I'm playing there for the first time, and it's a really nice place. And I was checking the venue earlier in the day. I did a sound check, and then I went back to the hotel. I get prepared. I ate something. I came back to the venue. I started playing. I'm playing all night long from 10 to some clock. And I was doing a hybrid show.
Hybrid, you playing guitar?
Guitar.
Oh, wow.
I was doing it with the guitar.
Such a talented.
Thank you. I was doing it with the guitar, and 1 hour after I started 1 hour of the set, people started to come in. It got expanded. It got more crowded. 1.5 hours, I started seeing some action on the dance floor. Like, people are running around. Because I always have the eye contact with the audience. I look at people.
Of course.
And I started seeing people running around. What's going on? And I had an arm on my shoulder. It was the promoter who booked me. He said, like, bro, shut off the music. I looked on the right side. There's a pickup truck. And there is, like, 4 people jumping off of the truck with their slippers in their feet. Like, there is no socks in it. Like, it's just like, beach slippers and rifles in their hand, AK-47s, ARs. And they came in and they said, we didn't give you any permission to do a party over here. You cannot do a party. Like, shut off this party. I shut off music. The promoter said, just calm down, Borak. Like, it's okay. He went there. He paid them like, $3,000-$4,000 or something. The guy said, okay, vamos, you can play music. And then the guy said, okay, play music, bro. Bring it up.
Such a crazy story.
Yeah, I got scared so much though. Yeah, I thought, like, because the way they came in, it's like, it's not a big place, and it's all sand. Like, we are on the beach, and it's all sand. And they came in with the pickup truck, like they stormed in. I thought that they're gonna start shooting everybody.
What did you feel
inside.
at this moment when everything that happened? You were scared?
No, I was scared. Yeah, I thought
Did you
I was
send
scared.
message to Nas like,
No.
babe?
No, I didn't.
Like, where are you?
Like she's more panicked than I am. I wouldn't do that. Like definitely. But no, I was scared for a second though, because like I understood the situation. We all hear certain stories about South America. Like there's a huge
Cartels,
cartel influence over
yeah.
there, and yeah, I understand that you have to bribe certain people.
But it wasn't like a big club. It's just like some
No, no, no.
space,
It's
like
a, it's
event space or something.
it's a pretty decent club. It's pretty well known around the world.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. How often you playing out of US?
At least once or twice a month right now.
It's a good
No,
thing.
not out of US. I'm
Out
sorry,
of
out of
LA.
LA. Once or
Out
twice.
of US, but I saw you play at the Turkey last time, right?
Yes.
Such a great location. It was
Yeah,
like
it
some
was crazy.
like rocks
Cappadocia.
or some it was at Cappadocia. Oh.
Yeah, I played in Echoes from Agartha. I played at the
wow.
Agartha festival. I played with Kanye Music, Dixon, and Guy J. It was really good.
It was so beautiful.
Yeah, it's actually so the guys who are throwing the festival are actually from LA.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they used to throw
Turkey.
parties in here. It's called Gate Experience.
Oh, I know. Yeah,
It's
of course,
them.
Gate. Yeah.
Yeah, it's them basically. It's their party. It's really good, and yeah, I was lucky enough to be able to play there this year.
Do you have any like management, or you just doing bookings by yourself?
I'm looking for agencies.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
looking for agents right now. Yeah.
Because the last time, so I have my management right now,
Mhm.
just this month.
You
but
signed with anywhere?
I
As a
didn't. We
company?
didn't physically sign, but I have a management. But we start working like the last months. But I was looking for the whole last year because I felt that I need some like professional help.
Yeah.
Sometimes. I mean, I can book myself to the small, like 200 bars,
But
but I need some
management is not gonna take care of your bookings, are they? Are they gonna take care of the bookings too?
Yeah, but we just start working right now. But I think we just like combine our power, like everything I can do for myself and everything that like all the connection do they have, and just like we like working together, I guess, and it
Yeah.
will be like our.
I mean, I think management is really important in a life of a DJ. By the way, like management usually takes care of your presence, like what you should do,
Yeah.
like how you should act, etc., etc. And while agent is taking care of your bookings like fully, right?
Mhm.
But also it's the perfect recipe in my opinion if your management is taking care of your both bookings and your management, your press, etc.
Yeah. No, let's see because right
Good
now
shit.
I'm super excited, and the guys they're like kind of like young company, which is I like too because I'm not ready for the big one yet, but we still I think can grow together kind of.
Mhm.
But they have a good artist already, so yeah. I wish you to have like if you won,
I
if
would
you
love to.
won, yeah. It's not the easy because I was like posting post stories asking people, and it wasn't easy. Like for example, spin agency, they're just like, hey, no, you're too small for us. We're not gonna take it.
Yeah, that was my issue with my old agency.
You can
by
ask
the way.
Elif because I think you not she has. I texted to some of the not like management, but maybe like you have a booking agency and management, I guess.
Yeah.
I trying to see like who has like any agency, and also I texted Elif some
yeah.
of them, some of her agencies or
Iveta,
something.
the
I
altitude.
forgot. Yeah, I forgot who it was because she has a booking tours and management.
Yeah.
But everyone said no
I mean,
to me.
again, also, I mean, the industry, the scene is getting, I think, in my opinion, the scene is evolving into a little bit more individual perspective, the individual driven
Yeah.
side. Like, for instance, if you have a release, like, again, if you have the money, if you have the budget, like, most of your problems are being fixed, by the way.
But we don't.
Well, I mean, there is always a campaign for a certain amount of money. Let's say, like, in my opinion, the hardest part is the content. Like, if the hardest thing to create is the content. So if you have the content, 70% of what you need to do is already done. The other 30% is finding the right agency, finding the right PR company, and say beforehand, like, next month I have this release. Here is this amount of money. that I have for this release, please make the best out of it. And then if they're a good PR company, you're gonna be on Mixmag, you're gonna be on somewhere, you're gonna be seriously. It works that way. It's that easy.
We will be in the Mixmag soon. I hope so.
I'm sure.
Do you have let's promote. Do you have any shows at New Year or in January?
Yes, I'm playing with Ali Farhani, Sean Nash, and
New
Ray
Year?
in New Year's.
Unfortunately, it will be in January, so you already
This one is
played
in
technically.
January.
But
Dude, I played a sick New Year's show.
How
You
was
should have
that?
been there. It was amazing. You should have came to the New Year's. You missed a great show if you were not there. No,
so you're playing at the New Year. You're not gonna spend the New Year dinner with your family. You will
no,
work.
with my wife.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna party together. Instead, like we're
with salads and
yeah, like throwing lettuces to each other. No, so but I'm ending 2023 in a good way though. I released a new song last week.
Yeah.
On 18.
Yes, I saw. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Woo! Check the Instagram or Spotify.
Spotify. It's on
Any
Spotify.
yeah.
Any platform,
Any music
actually.
platforms, Beatport, to find the track, download it,
Butcher
leave the
of Casbah.
comment. Yes.
You should listen it. It's a good one. Yeah. So I wanted to. This year I released my first EP.
Yeah.
Like earlier, February 2023. So I wanted to release at least one more song before the end of this year. So we were able to squeeze in with Sean
You have
and
2
Lut
weeks.
project. Yeah. Literally, like, two EPs. Like, but I just started releasing and making my own music. And we released this one too. And before the New Year's, I'm playing in San Francisco with Safra, Alec,
saw that,
and Connected for Madarea. It's a great club as well. If anybody's watching from San Francisco and haven't been to Madarea, it's like a little Printworks. I think it's one of the best clubs right now in San Francisco. And for the New Year's, I closed 2023 with Ray, Ali, and Sean. Sick party, bro. You should have been there.
So good.
If you were not there, I don't know where you were.
It's cool. We have a new year. Like we have a
2024.
new goals, like new plans.
What is it? What is your goals?
I don't know. Not today.
I couldn't say that yet.
Space, play it space.
Yeah, space. Yeah.
Play it space, or maybe at Floyd, like a lower, one floor lower than space. But
Actually,
still,
you know what? I love Floyd more than space. By the way, I would
let's
say.
start from Floyd.
Yeah.
we
Let's
are
start
ready
from Floyd.
Borak, can you tell something to the people who are just start their music career, or they want to be a DJ or a producer? Some advice from the person who are in the music industry. 10 years already.
I'm gonna tell one
start.
advice for every single one of them. For the ones who wants to become a producer, doesn't have a goal to become a DJ or perform, just to write music, go to a school. YouTube is a great source. I get it, but learning things not gonna help anybody, in my opinion. Go to a school, like save some money, whether online or in person. Go to a production school. I think it's very important. Right now, the schools are very advanced. We are in the century of like electronic music, and finally, people are valuing electronic music as an actual musical style. Like it's not like rock and roll, like live performance, etc. But people are valuing it. So there is really good schools: Point Blank Academy, Tool Room Academy, IO Academy. Like
I'm going to IO Academy.
There you go. Like it's a sick spot. It's a sick school.
Very good.
Very good school. For the DJs, like people talks, people say things. Like even me, every day somebody comes and they give me their opinion. They say certain things, and 95% of the time that you cannot make people happy. So like just don't listen to anybody, man. Whatever feels right, just do it. I'm working on it by myself. I'm trying not to listen people.
What they're thinking,
it goes into your mind. It literally bugs your brain. Yeah. Like somebody makes a comment, somebody makes a claim, and it starts to bug your brain. Maybe they're right, maybe they're wrong. They are wrong. Whatever, like they are wrong. Trust me. And what was the third one? Who wants to become what? promoters start
No,
their
just the
party.
people who just start their music career, who just want to be in the music. I
Yeah,
mean,
like yeah, if you
do
become
what
an
we understand.
artist,
Do
do
whatever we want.
yeah.
Don't listen anyone.
No, you shouldn't be listening to anybody. Again, I'm not at the place of giving advices to people. Again, yes,
But we
I
ask your advice, so you can
thank you.
give.
Yeah, like so far from my own experience, it is really hard to please people, and there is no point
People
of
are
becoming
spoiled sometimes.
yeah, and there is no point of becoming a people pleaser. Like you're gonna play you let's say to make money you're gonna play so many gigs, people gonna come to you and say you playing so much, man, like you should keep it to yourself a little bit. You start playing less gigs, people gonna come to you and say, man, you were playing
You're not
used to be
playing.
so much, why you're not playing anymore? You play in a city so much, people gonna come, like these are the stuff that I'm getting every single weekend, trust me. And I'm sort of like annoyed by it and annoyed of it right now. And you play in the same city so much, people gonna come to you and say, man, you don't know what you're doing, go play in New York. Are you the booker? Like, no. You go play in space. Are you the booker? No. You start playing outside of LA a little bit, and then they're gonna come to you, when is your next show in LA? Like, it's impossible to make
To
people
please everyone.
100% happy. So do what you gotta do.
Make happy
Don't
yourself.
listen anybody. Yes,
first.
make yourself happy. Like for instance, the biggest happiness that I can say right now is, compared to 3 years ago, I came such a long way in my opinion. I'm not doing Uber anymore. I'm not doing Instacart anymore. I'm making a living off of only music.
I'm not waiter anymore.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. Yes. I think this is such an important accomplishment in our lives. Like I'm making money off of only music. I have a wife. I can feed my wife. I can sustain myself. And I think I should value this more than anything. Like I'm so happy about it. And you should be happy about it yourself too.
So we understand we going from 2023 to 2024 right now with
Yes.
a good mindset, with a big dreams, big goals, and hopefully we will have all the gigs that we have next year. I'm really happy to have you because you for me like a real true musician, and when I see what are you doing, how you're playing your sets, you're really enjoy what are you doing, you having fun, you enjoy yourself, and I see your success and your happiness, and you give this energy to
Thank you
to
so
the
much.
people, to me. I wish you good luck with your podcast, with everything that you're doing, with your gigs outside. I hope that you will find your management, and maybe someone can hear us right now,
Yes.
because it's
I'm
not
looking for agents.
yeah, because we
Agents.
talked to my management like Glenn, and I told him it's not easy for artists to find a management
No.
before the management finds you.
Like there is this paradox in an artist's life, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like the paradox is this: you're trying to get big, right? You're trying to become a worldwide sensation,
Yeah.
and you think in your mind, in order to become a worldwide sensation, you need agency, you need management, you need proper promotion, you need PR, right? But the PR doesn't want to get the small artists,
Of course, of
because
course, of
they
course.
want established people. They already want the world stars because they are so easy to sell. So nobody wants to do the hard work, and you get stuck in this paradox. Like it's like an eight
I know,
on the
but
side.
but you have to find the management that kind of on the same level as
Yes.
you, and after that, maybe you grown together, or you find a better manager, or they find a better
Oh,
artist.
but, I mean, you don't have to change your management, or you don't have to change your agency. That's what that was my problem with my previous agency, by the way,
Oh,
or
you had one.
previous agent. Yeah.
Yeah.
You actually know her. Like I don't need to give her name. She's a really good friend of mine, and she's very
Okay.
successful agent.
Okay.
But so she was in a big agency, and she was handling me on the side. So while she was handling me on the side, she was sending her own agency's offers and adding me on top of it. But the problem is, in the same email, the offered artists are too big compared to me. So obviously the promoters were choosing the other artists. Like they were, like, let's say in the same email you see Rampa and me, Borak,
Yeah.
right? and the fee difference is maybe like only $10,000 or something.
Yeah.
Everybody choosing Rampor and me over me. That's why I switched off, and that's why I'm looking for a maybe medium-sized agency who would understand my goals and protect both me and their own good.
I hope that you will find. I wish you to find the best agency
Thank
and
you.
to
I
have
hope
the
so.
best gigs and just having fun, because this is what we are like, playing the music just to having
Yeah.
fun and give this fun to the people.
Yes.
2024, hope we have like the big year ahead, and thank you for coming. Really, it was such a great conversation with you. Hopefully to see you again, because you have a good talkative skills. I love you, Borak.
Supersonic podcast.
Wish you the best year. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I wish you the best, you too.
Oh la la.